Ryomen Sukuna is an ancient demon and an indispensable name when it comes to Jujutsu Kaisen. He lived during the early days of cursed techniques, more than 1,000 years ago, in a time when even the strongest sorcerers couldn't defeat him. With 4 arms and 2 faces, Sukuna is portrayed as a grotesque creature, but in reality he was once a real human. Even today, the legend of Sukuna endures and remains widely known. The true origin of Ryomen Sukuna is recorded in Nihon Shoki, the Chronicles of Japan, one of Japan's oldest historical texts. Around the 4th to 5th century, during the reign of Emperor Nintoku, a man named Sukuna was said to have lived in the Hida region, modern-day Gifu Prefecture. He was described as having a strange form, a single body with 2 faces on opposite sides, 4 arms, 4 legs, and no hollows behind the knees. Sukuna was depicted as a powerful and brutal man, wielding swords at both hips and firing arrows using all 4 arms. He refused to follow the imperial court's orders and frequently plundered local villages. As a result, Nani no Nikotake, the ancestor of the Wani no Omi clan, was dispatched to eliminate him. This historical depiction of Sukuna closely resembles the version in Jujutsu Kaisen, a monstrous being with many arms and faces, radiating cruelty and terror. Such imagery is common in Japanese folklore regarding demons. However, when people think of multi-faced and multi-armed beings, they also associate them with wrathful deities in Buddhism, such as Ashura or Myowo, gods who fiercely protect humanity. Additionally, there's another theory suggesting that Sukuna might have been a member of a tribe that resisted the Yamato government and was later demonized in historical records. Turning rebels into monsters is something that has appeared in ancient texts like Kojiki and Fudoki. Another example is the yokai Tsuchigumo, who was similarly portrayed. Despite being described as a rebel in official records, Sukuna has been remembered by the people of Gifu Prefecture as a hero. At Senkoji Temple in Gifu, legend has it that Sukuna was actually an incarnation of Kannon Bosatsu, the Bodhisattva of compassion. It is said that he founded Senkoji Temple after discovering a statue of Senju Kannon and a sacred sword in a cave. To this day, Sukuna is venerated at the temple, where a statue of him still stands. Similarly, at Nisenji Temple in the city of Seiki, Gifu, there is a local legend that Sukuna once defeated a dragon that had been terrorizing the region, and he was honored as a local hero. Nisenji Temple is also a pilgrimage site connected to Kannon Bosatsu, the true divine form of Sukuna, according to the legend. Thus, Sukuna's image has 2 sides. In official history, he is a defiant figure vilified as a demon. In folklore, he is a protective god and savior of the people. This duality reflects Sukuna's very nature, both demon and hero. The 3 great Jujutsu clans are the most powerful families in Jujutsu Kaisen: the Zen'in, Kamo, and Gojo clans. Each clan carries its own origins and significance, deeply rooted in Japanese history and culture. First is the Zen'in clan, home to Zen'in Maki, Zen'in Mai, and Fushiguro Megumi. Megumi inherits Zen'in blood through his father, Toji Fushiguro. This clan is notoriously conservative and places extreme value on tradition. Only those born with cursed energy are accepted. Those without it, or those who possess the heavenly restriction like Toji and Maki, are deemed inferior. Such individuals are often cast out by their own family. The Zen'in surname is believed to be linked to Ishiyama Zen'in Temple of the Tendai sect in Kyoto, a historically important branch of Japanese Buddhism. The temple worships Sekizan Daimyojin, a protective deity associated with Onmyodo and underworld folklore. This connection helps explain why the Zen'in clan in the series is so deeply tied to the mystical and supernatural. The second clan is Kamo, represented by Kamo Noritoshi of Kyoto Jujutsu High. The Kamo clan is renowned for their blood manipulation technique, a powerful form of cursed technique that controls blood. The name Kamo recalls the real-life Kamo family, legendary masters of Onmyodo, yin-yang sorcery, most notably Kamo no Tadayuki, teacher of Abe no Seimei, Japan's most famous onmyoji. The Miwa branch of the Kamo family is also linked to ancient myths about deities of both creation and destruction. In that sense, the fictional Kamo clan serves as a perfect mirror of Japan's esoteric sorcerer families. The final clan is Gojo, the family of Gojo Satoru, the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer alive. The Gojo clan traces its lineage back to Sugawara no Michizane, a noble, scholar, and renowned poet from the Heian period. Michizane was falsely accused and exiled, eventually dying in bitterness. After his death, people believed his vengeful spirit caused various disasters, leading to his deification as Tenjin, the god of learning. Some even link his name with Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction and wisdom, creating a multifaceted divine figure. The Gojo clan in the series is directly descended from the Sugawara line. Yuta Okotsu, the protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen 0, is also a descendant of Sugawara and is related to Gojo Satoru. This fascinating detail shows that the Gojo family carries the legacy of a brilliant scholar, both intellectual and powerful, which perfectly aligns with Gojo Sensei's image. Next is the group of special-grade cursed spirits known as the Cursed Wombs, death paintings. These are cursed beings born from a forbidden ritual performed by the historical Kamo Noritoshi, created through the fusion of human and cursed spirit. Specifically, they are the result of 9 cursed human hybrid embryos formed through repeated incarnations, making them extremely dangerous, cursed objects. In the story, 3 of the death paintings were initially sealed and stored at Tokyo Jujutsu High, but were later stolen and incarnated into human bodies. These 3 are biological brothers who share a deep bond and are willing to sacrifice themselves for one another. The true inspiration behind the death paintings comes from Buddhism, based on a set of illustrations called kusozu, a series of 9 paintings depicting the stages of a corpse's decomposition. These haunting images were used to remind practitioners of impermanence and mortality. The names of the death paintings in the story also draw inspiration from these stages. First is Choso, the eldest brother, known for his deep love for his younger siblings and his readiness to protect them at all costs. He wields the blood manipulation technique and fought Itadori during the Shibuya incident arc to avenge his brothers. The depiction of Choso's body beginning to deteriorate mirrors one of the stages in Kusozu. The second brother is Keichizu, who has a monstrous appearance but a somewhat comical personality. He left a memorable impression when he awkwardly apologized to Itadori over a small misunderstanding. Keichizu, alongside his brother Aso, fought against Itadori and Nobara, but was ultimately defeated. His name relates to a stage in Kusozu where the corpse has decayed severely, with blood and pus oozing out. Kusozu also contains further stages not directly referenced in the series, describing deeper decomposition, from the rotting of the body to being devoured by insects and animals, until all that remains is ash. These images symbolize the transient nature of human life, traditionally used in Buddhist meditation to reflect on the inevitability of death. Special grade Cursed Spirit Dagon is one of the 3 cursed spirits aligned with Geto. Dagon has the appearance of a giant octopus, comical and adorable at first glance. However, despite his cute exterior, Dagon is an extremely dangerous cursed spirit who devoured numerous civilians during the Shibuya arc. One particularly horrifying scene shows him vomiting a pile of human bones, a truly disturbing image. In his battle against Nyobito's Zen'in, Maki Zen'in, and Kento Nanami, Dagon evolves into a humanoid form resembling a merman, complete with limbs similar to those of a human. His name, Dagon, is believed to be inspired by an ancient deity from Mesopotamia and Canaan, a god of agriculture and fishing, who is also mentioned in the Old Testament of the Bible. Additionally, Dagon is closely associated with the concept of a fish god, found in the works of horror writer H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos. In these stories, Dagon is portrayed as a massive half-human, half-fish creature that dwells in the depths of the sea. Dagon's octopus-like form in Jujutsu Kaisen is also thought to be inspired by Cthulhu, the monstrous entity that sleeps beneath the ocean, a being so terrifying that merely seeing it could drive a person insane. Hajime Kashimo is a character introduced after the Shibuya arc. He is a sorcerer from 400 years ago, resurrected to participate in the Culling Game, a deadly battle royale orchestrated by Kenjaku, Kamo Noritoshi. Kashimo quickly becomes one of the most notable players in the conflict. Kashimo is a battle-obsessed warrior, constantly seeking stronger opponents to challenge. His ultimate goal is to fight Sukuna, whom he considers the pinnacle of strength. The origin of the name Kashimo Hajime is rooted in Japanese mythology and Shintoism. It is believed to be inspired by Kashima Jingu, a prominent shrine in Ibaraki Prefecture dedicated to the god of war, Takemikazuchi no Kami. This deity is the god of swordsmanship and symbolizes strength and victory. The name Kashimo also evokes imagery of nature and lightning, perfectly matching the character's electrical abilities in the story. In legend, Takemikazuchi was sent to Earth to reclaim control of the land from local deities. He swiftly defeated his foes and asserted the rule of the heavenly gods, demonstrating absolute power. This mythological image clearly parallels Kashimo, a powerful, decisive warrior who relentlessly pursues worthy challenges. Moreover, Kashimo's weapon closely resembles the Rui Jingu Bang, or magical staff, of Sun Wukong from Journey to the West. Sun Wukong is famed for rebelling against heaven, showing no fear of gods or demons, and constantly seeking conflict and mischief. This rebellious and thrill-seeking personality is strikingly similar to Kashimo Hajime, a fierce yet mischievous fighter with an insatiable hunger for ultimate battles. Tengen, also known as the Supreme Sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen, is a mysterious figure whose name was mentioned early in the series but only officially appears during the Hidden Inventory arc when Itadori Yuji visits the Tomb of the Star Corridor, a site deep beneath Tokyo Jujutsu High. In the present, Tengen has a non-human appearance, with a cylindrical head and 4 eyes, though he once had a human form in the past. The name Tengen comes from the Eastern philosophical concept of Tengen, meaning the origin of heaven, or the primordial source of all things, the life energy that sustains nature. In the series, Tengen is responsible for maintaining the barrier system that protects all of Japan, making the name especially fitting for his role. Kamo Kenjaku is the mastermind behind all the major events in Jujutsu Kaisen and currently serves as the series' final boss. He is a cursed sorcerer who has lived for over 1,000 years and has a direct connection to Tengen. The name Kenjaku originates from Buddhist tradition, referring to the ropes used to restrain wild animals or birds. In Hinduism, Kenjaku is associated with Varuna, the god of the sky and oceans. In Buddhism, Several Buddhas, bodhisattvas, and wisdom kings are often depicted holding Kenjaku to symbolize their divine power to restrain evil and liberate sentient beings. A particularly notable image is that of Fudo Myayo, the immovable wisdom king, who is often portrayed holding a Kenjaku, symbolizing unwavering will and protection. Additionally, Fuku Kenjaku Kannon, one of the 6 manifestations of Kannon, Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of infinite compassion, is venerated at Todaiji Temple in Nara. The multi-armed depiction of Kannon is believed to be influenced by the Hindu god Shiva. In the story, Kenjaku's ultimate goal is to merge all of humanity with Tengen, a large-scale plan that he claims will save the world. Though he is the main antagonist, his desire to save humanity bears a surprising resemblance to the compassionate image of Kannon in Buddhism. Interestingly, in some legends, Ryomen Sukuna was also considered an incarnation of Kannon. This raises the possibility of a deeper, hidden connection between Kenjaku and Sukuna within the lore. In the end, the most important thing is to truly enjoy and explore the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. Because the series draws inspiration from traditional Japanese esotericism and myth, understanding the historical and mythological foundations beneath the story will greatly enrich your appreciation of it. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you found this content interesting and engaging, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is what motivates us to create even better videos. Goodbye, and see you in the next one.